Competitive Mario Kart Deluxe is most often played through the Lounge server, which is a community-run ladder system hosting tens of thousands of the best players in the world. Each hour, a group of lobbies all run simultaneously, and if you play, you will be placed in a lobby of your similar skill level. Depending on the skill level of your lobby, it will be classified as a tier. I happen to be a consistent top 150 player, so I have the privilege of playing against the best players in the world on a regular basis, which means I usually play in tiers A, B, A, S, and X, the 4 highest tiers in competitive lounge. And I just happened to get the highest score for both tiers S and X within a week of each other. Here's how I got the record scores at the highest level of competitive Mario Kart Deluxe. And we are getting straight into the action. Here I'm top 2 with my teammate. I'm trying to horn the blue here, and it barely goes to the right of me here. I thought it would go more to the left and then go into the air a little bit later, but luckily my teammate gets blued right before the glider, so he doesn't even lose that much time. And I pulled another horn, so we have horn in first. We're top 2 still, so we are looking just fine. And as you can tell, this is not race 1. We are in race 3. We're tag T, so we're not even first at this point, going into the 3rd race. But I end up getting the record score, so from here on out, we're going to get a lot of points. And we're just going to see how it's done. So here you'd think maybe I'm getting top 2, but I got my horn ghosted. So maybe it's not looking like a top 2 for us. If there's a shock, especially, we might not have that great of a race. And if there's a blue, I'm definitely not getting first. But maybe I can still hold on to second because my teammate's a little bit behind me and 3rd is pretty far away. So now I'm in first. I'm trying to change for a horn once again. Barely avoid the Nana there. Get the mountain cut perfectly. There's the blue shell on the minimap. And I just have to hope that this isn't a terrible spot for me. And I'm really looking right here. This is not going to go well. I'm going to get blued right before the shortcut. And I just can't take it here. It's impossible. You have to go up the mountain and then down it. And it wouldn't work at that point. But luckily, my teammate's getting first. And I saw Starlo try to back me here. I was wondering why in the world he would do that. I was getting 5th anyways. But it turns out his teammate was in the bill. So it makes a lot of sense. And I'm going to include some of my reactions here. So I'm going to cut into the next race where we're going to be seeing what happened live. Please. Okay, why is there just a fucking horn on the landing? So yeah, I had to use my star there to avoid that horn in 9th place apparently. And yeah, getting trailed by that red does not help. If I had a star, would have been able to avoid that, but it's fine. Now we get the double, get a star back, so it could be a lot worse. And here I'm just aiming to salvage at the end. And as you can see, the guy in first is actually my teammate. So this could actually be a huge race for us, especially if I can get something here at the end. Pull a star, try to get the draft here, and suddenly I'm getting 7th. So this is not bad at all. And then we're going to take a look at the next race, which is going to be Madrid Drive. And we're near the end of the race, but I'm gonna take over here with my reaction, because this race is fucking crazy. I didn't even see the reds. That sucks. I guess I should have chained, or at least the shroom. Yeah. Nice. Oh, nice! We actually got lucky. Somehow. Second? Oh my god, we got top 2. I pulled blue star! I pulled blue star in 9th, and that just dodged for no reason. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to take the blue here if it happens. So with double defense in first, Reese here only has a red behind me. Well, I think he had fire. He's going to have a red. And here, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I just want my teammate to salvage a good spot at the end. If I can get first without a blue, that's great. If there's a shock, then my teammate could probably dodge it. So, yeah, by the way, we're more than 14 points ahead of second because of the scores are a little bit off. But here the green takes out my Nana. And since Reese had a red behind me and likely double reds, I went for this play right here. Oh, we got ghosted. Nice, we got first. That was so clutch. I knew my teammate was holding blue. I was like, I just gotta back out here. Oh my god, that's so lucky that he got ghosted though. Although I might have been able to red him even if he didn't. So that's really lucky though. So we're gonna skip ahead to race 10. 3 races left. On Squeak Clean Sprint, we got 3-4. So this bumps up our total score now to 173 with 2 races left. And I didn't really think I could get notables at this point, but we had the Mogi locked up, so we can start thinking about that. And here, Mushroom Gorge is where things start to get pretty exciting. Interesting chain. I wouldn't do that, but... Oh, yeah? Yeah? As if I need it. Okay, just get me out of here. Surely they won't rub me out, right? So right after this, I realized my teammate's in second, and we just run away with this. And I'm thinking, okay, hopefully my teammate has a Shroom here, so we can get top 2, right? Maybe have a chance at notables. And teammate made gap. We got top 2. That's a 27-point race. So that brings us up all the way to 200 points. And now we're going to take a look and do the math. Notables tier X? Notables tier X? Question mark, question mark? What is the highest tier X score for 2v2? I see a 191. I see a 199. We're beating that. 185. Okay, there's a 204. Which, if we don't get bottom 2, we beat that. Alright, not bottom 2, and we get notables. Let's do this. Oh. That wall bounce was not even that bad. Oh, imagine. Oh, if I got a draft there, huge, but... We're gonna go around Misk. I don't want to deal with all that shit. Reese! Not you too. Okay. Where's teammates? Okay, he's in the back. Oh! Goodbye. You pull Shroom, you're dead. Wow, I'm dead. Sorry, Liam. I got absolutely niched. Oh, that is really bad. Okay, let's not get bottom 2 here. Oh! Someone's on fucking GLA car. His star is great. Amazing. And we get tier X notables! Oh. Well, we're getting it regardless, but... Need as many points as possible. Yo, teammate, clutching up! Extra points for the notables? That's like, what, a 14-point race? Yeah! Notables by 10! Top 2 overall! Holy shit! So we took home the record for Tier X, the highest tier in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Competitive, with 214. Still, by the way, the record, 10 points ahead of second, just like it was a whole month ago. And yeah, I don't think it's going to stay that way. Usually a lot more Tier X's get played later on in the season because people's MMR go up and up as the season goes on. But it's gonna hold, I think, for a while. So, yeah. The fact that it's still standing is pretty nice, and we'll see how long it stays. Now, in the meantime, this one right here, I did not play live. I did not play for recording, or for a video, I guess. I did record this, obviously. But this was just to try and see for, like, a VOD review or something, because I wanted to try and review my own gameplay at some point for a video. But then this ended up happening instead. We got the record for Tier S. Instead, you're going to find out how much points we're going to get by the end of this. But we're starting with Roma Vonti. This, I believe, is the 3rd race. So at this point, I think I was on 7 points after 2 races. So not a great start at all. But my teammate was on 22, I believe. So we have the triple nanas in front of us, getting ghosted. Decided to go a little wide for this guy so I don't get backed. Didn't back the red going for me, so I accidentally backed 2 greens instead of 1 at the red going for me. And pull out a horn now, and here comes the shock. So this shock isn't terrible for me at all because the glider's upcoming, and I even get the SMT, which is an insane time save over the top 2 here, which only got the MT. And we're going to be very, very close to first. Get the space out from this guy. And I brake a little bit more, and I think I just chained the single. Yep. Pull out my horn. I think the guy's red in first took out Starkselect's trail, and then the red took him out. And this guy took the NISC, which is not faster, so I surprise him with the horn in his face. And we get first here. And if you're wondering, my teammate is White Yoshi. He's right there getting 3rd place. Or did he get 2nd? I don't remember. I thought he got 3rd, but yeah, he got 3rd. Okay, so I'm on 22. Teammate's on 32. At this point, we're already first going into this next race, and this next race is actually a track we don't see very often. It is Shy Guy Falls. So on Shy Guy Falls, we're basically bottom 2. Teammate pulled blue, so this is not a great spot for us. I get the double, pull ghost, and instantly use it because I want to use my star at the cut, and I see my teammate with shock, and he decides to use it right here, get everyone before the cut, which is really, really good because I'm the only one in the entire lobby that gets to take it. And I get to do both cuts in a star. And now I'm going to have Shroom plus triple greens, and my teammate's catching up because he got to take cut as well. Had a golden, now pulling out triple nanas. He gets to protect me for the rest of the race. And we're just going to fast forward through all of this. And yeah, this is the start of when, not necessarily I thought I could get notables. You don't really ever think about that this early on. And I decided to, by the way, do the NISC here and then take the Shroom cut. But at this point, I was already thinking, we're probably going to win this bogey with how well we've started this. Like, I don't think, as long as we don't get horrible races for our last 8, then we're doing just fine. Like, 0, I guess we have to compete with, but other than that, we're looking good. So here, Rainbow Road 7, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I get a star here, but I pull a Bill, a magical Bill up in 10th, and this is actually an extension part. My teammate's unfortunately back there with triple nanas, but this Bill's going to take me all the way past the ramps and everything, take me into 4th or 5th. And now, we just got to hold on to this spot. Unfortunately, my teammate's still in the back. That plant almost gets me. I let him pass, and he has triple reds too, so I'm glad I did that. I think he takes out someone. Yeah, he took out 0, which is one of our competitions, so that was really good. I don't remember what race this was. I think this was like race 8. Yeah, it was race 8. So at this point, we didn't have fantastic races, but we were still running away with the lead because we didn't get horrible races. And here, decided to run Sunset Wilds. There's a shock, and my teammate is in the back still, which is totally fine. But I am not in a great spot now because on Sunset Wilds, you don't want to be in this spot going to lap 3. And there's the blue. There's also a bomb. Blue goes for the guy in 2nd, and so I'm thinking, oh gosh, this is such a terrible spot to be in. How in the world would I even salvage here? But I noticed the guy in 1st is really, really far ahead. I pull triple shrooms, which is a decent pull. It's not great. But here I'm thinking, I don't even need a chain here, because I have a very high chance of pulling a star. But then I pull a Bill, which is 10 times better, because now I'm just going to Bill up into 2nd. Bill in 4th, it's going to take me at least 5 positions, and since I'm in 4th, well, it's going to take me all the way to 1st. And bam, drops me off right on the finish line. We get 2-3. So suddenly, I think, oh, we've basically got this locked up. We've got 81 and 76. I mean, I guess maybe Zero still is competing with us, but we're doing really, really good. And I'm not really going to show the whole of London because nothing matters until lap 3 at the end, until this cut. And here I'm hoping for a star, but it's only a single shroom, which is kind of tough. But I try and take advantage of as many drafts and shroom boosts as possible. And here I don't even get the double, which is kind of tough, but I trail that guy, and I'm thinking, I'm in 7th here. There's tons of bad items in front of me. How in the world do I survive this? There's a boomerang right in my face. I hold wide just enough, and this grid is bouncing back and forth and barely misses me, and I get 4th. So where's my teammate? Is he the white Yoshi in the back? No, he's the white Yoshi in 1st. So now we've definitely got it locked up. We're top 2 overall. Well, I guess not really, but close enough. 181 points with 2 races left. So we've got plenty of points to get us the win. And here I'm showing a lot of Snowland because, well, I pulled a shock. Normally I would just show the end of this race, but Golden Shock, my teammate, by the way, is in 1st place running. And here my goal was just to dodge as little people as possible. My teammate went around the cut, so I didn't need to worry about, you know, getting him afterwards. And I dodged literally no one, or so I thought. But if we take a look at the mini-map here, with a fancy little edit, I actually dodged the Birdo and a Ghost. But as you can see, he was going around the cut. So my teammate is still 1st. And only dodging one person is amazing because my teammate just gets to keep that lead that he had before the shock, and I get to catch up because I was the only one really to dodge the shock. So, Golden Crazy 8, not a bad pull at all. Unfortunately, I see a blue, which is going to be tough for my teammate, but he's not throwing it, so I'm very confused. I'm like, why is he not throwing the blue? Shouldn't you just throw it? Like, my teammate can maybe outrun it here at the end. And he throws the blue, finally, but I thought maybe my teammate could outrun it here. I pull another star, by the way, so I'm guaranteed top 4. And I'm thinking, okay, let's just, you know, dodge another shock or something. That would be cool. But we don't. That's okay. But my teammate barely got blued on the line and then got comboed by the red. But it's still okay. That's a 19-point race. So we go from 181 to double 100s. And at this point, I wasn't really worried about the records here because only on 200, that's not too much for Tier S. Tier S plays a lot more often than Tier X does. I think Tier X had only played like, I don't know, something around like 10 to 15 events in Tier X, whereas Tier S plays almost every day. So you're going to get a lot more of those, which means higher chance of people, you know, getting higher scores. So I wasn't really worried about getting the record at this point, and we were pretty far away from getting a record. I hadn't even really looked at the records at this point, but with a good race, definitely worth checking. So yeah, since you already know the result, you gotta think maybe this has gotta be a good race. And you know, we're already top 2 at this point. Well, I guess kind of top 2 because this F guy is right next to us, but we both decide to shroom up and the F guy does it. So this solidifies ourselves, and there's the blue on the minimap. I'm thinking, okay, who's taking this blue? Is it me or is it my teammate? And I just go tight, go as fast as I can. I ended up being the one taking the blue, so my teammate gets to take over first. I want to salvage as much points as I can here, you know, just to try and get best of scores possible, because that's what you got to do in every race. Treat every race like the same. And I read one guy. I read the guy who just got boomeranged, and suddenly I'm in 3rd. So my teammate gets 1st. We got 1-3. So that's a 25-point race. So 225 in total. I'm thinking, okay, is this anything in the top 5? And it ended up being 1st somehow. But nowadays, that record does not stand. We're down 1 point on 1st place, and it's a lot tighter in terms of the records. I don't think this will stand by the end of the season, but I thought it was very cool that I held both Tier S and Tier X records at the same time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to have a wonderful rest of your day. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!